Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. So we'll continue the journey. So this is going to be part 2 of 4. Sir P at Politics Watch finally telling the Jamaican people that the PNP is a criminal organization and it's not a political party, but a breeding ground, but a haven for breeding and supporting killers and extortionists. And this is not an ordinary video. This is extensive. I will state it to you before due to the length of the video. If you want to see it in its fullness, or you can't wait for it, you join the Patreon squad and you'll be able to see the video and other videos in its fullness instead of seeing it part, because it's due to the content of the video and the length. So that's the best way for you if you want to see it here. Join the Patreon. We're not trying to get rich or anything like that, but you know that we have to use Patreon as a platform where we can share videos and other things that we can't share at on YouTube due to YouTube rules and regulation. So this video is an in-depth, and trust me, whether or not you want to believe it, you're going to learn the magnitude of this Clansman criminal gang in St. Catherine and the reach that it's have on the Jamaican populace. It's an island-wide thing. It's a pandemic. Trust me, they need to find an endemic for this thing. It's serious. Preemptive strike save life. That's all we know. So you watch, you listen, and let's listen to what Sir P says, and then you, as we tell you, we break it down bit by bit. You understand? For those who don't understand what he has says, but he did not say it openly, as we have said at the Jamaica Young Police channel, that the PNP is a criminal organization. But this is the video that he had finally said it. So you watch, you listen, and you decide.
The biggest war in Spain wasn't Clansman versus one another. The biggest war in a Spanish town. Me I talk about the war we bring Spanish town to its knees. When man a drop like how mosquito drop on ground, wasn't between clansman and one another. It was between clans and clans. That is the biggest war Spanish town ever see. Clansman versus clansman, that's how big the gang is. That's when it turned on itself. They had Spanish town looking like a ghost town. The extortion here them in one other control. Pale in comparison to the part them with Clansman control. The tax system and the Boston and them place there, that's the most lucrative part. Who control that? One other have a little section to themselves. The way how the anti-gang came about. Cause what them are saying about the government, I do the anti-gang pan this, but the government not the anti-gang pan. There's a reason why Iron Man is scarce when it comes down to anti-gang. Black man anti-gang was not a result of no government work. It wasn't no excellent strategy from the government. Haitian Humbre never suddenly become the legendary crime fighter when Black man anti-gang go down. Black man anti-gang came out of a single man walking into a station and saying, "Me can help you." That man got laughed out of the room. When C4 initially approached them, he was laughed out of the room. Does that sound like nothing when the government and the police work towards? The Black man anti-gang was initiated by C4. The people them only say, right, only a pick pan one gang, never interested to pick pan that gang. If the government was behind that anti-gang, and it was somehow politically motivated, don't you think the least they could do was look after the witness them? Does the government look like them business about the witness them? Do you not see what happened to C4 and the banker? I choose certain things can't even go in the public domain. Enough time reason C4 and I said we can't even put that out there. Maybe one day only understand the magnitude of what go down. Senior police, man. All I can tell you is that big police, serious police, they want the serious police work, and politicians end up clash over the same C4 thing. People in the government and police have people exchange with because of how things go down, leading up to the anti-gang and after it. Because people were disgusted with how certain things that go down with C4 them. That sound like a grand scheme and a grand plot by the government to try bring down only the PNP side of this. C4 them got hung out to dry on the seat right there, so. After doing what them do, they had nothing to show for it. Or the work we put in right there, so. Certain things start to turn on because now it start to look bad, so now the government start this and certain little cars start making certain things start going. That anti-gang was not a result of the government work to try to target the people. That anti-gang came out of C4's actions. C4 come from a PNP run community. Him not have no loyalty to Asian Umbre. For both him I do nothing for bring down no PNP. And leave JLP alone. More gangs don't get for them anti-gang because guess what? CTAC don't have a C4. C4's action inspired a new generation of witness. That is why Tesha anti-gang can go forward. It's a domino effect. That's all me I go say. We're not gonna know more details. Just know it's a domino effect. Nobody from one order has ever walked into a police station and said, I want to be C4. Therefore, there is no anti-gang to one order. Nobody from one order has walked into a police station and said, I want to be the star witness and I'm a member of the gang and can get all this information and sync one another. Nobody has done that. So there's no anti-gang to form. See that them go after one other man them just as much as them go after Clansman them. Tickman right now is literally on the run. The Dan for one other right now is literally on the run. None of these arguments are based in facts, reason or logic. A matter of fact, CTAC go for Tickman before then go for Termite. This idea that CTAC are just only a pick on the PNP side is simply rubbish. But the argument that one order and Clansman are equal in size and destructiveness, and therefore should be equally quote-unquote pressured, that is also a myth. Clansman is a much larger gang than one order. Nobody is saying one order don't have gunman. Obviously they do. But one order does not control as much territory as Clansman, and that gang is not as large as Clansman. Furthermore, most of the man them way that want to sink for one another, they're in Philadelphia right now. That is why I constantly updating upon the shooting them are going over Philly. A one other man them that Philly a war. They're not in Ironman, so we'll see that them are go offer. How are you going to bring in a leadership structure that is not in the country? The leader who is in the country, the gang leader who is in the country, Tickman, narrowly escaped within life. That's how much they want him. In keeping big party, ghosts. That's how much them want him. Nobody is leaving one order alone and only going after Clansman. That is simply a lie. Actually, the police them can't tell me what them really think. Because them have to be cordial in a press conference. When they hear about Plaka and the Roto and them and the man that get shot in a Philly, at this or one other man them there. Most of the one other man them, the main leader them in the one order, the Clansman than them, the Ironman, Tesha, Blackman, Tesha uncle, Bedbugs, then the Ironman. Clansman have all. I wonder if you realize that sometimes when you go to some beach and some river, in all some parish, I want to see some youth a collect money out of the front. I wonder if you know what's a Clansman them affiliated to. Do you have any idea how far and wide Clansman spread? Portmore. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make C4 telling about some of the communities, and C4 couldn't even remember some of them. Me try remember them and I couldn't remember all of them. Clansman spread far and wide. Way wider than one other. Enough community were turned upside down. A Clansman then run away from Spanish Town go mash up them place there. Enough community in a Senton, Portmore. When you hear about way back in the days when time the Great Group Park, who them link with? Clansman. Listen to C4.
Everybody only was Spanish Town all that now. No say Clansman control majority. And they just say Spanish Town, but most likely it's catching. And most of them branch out and just catching alone clans there. One of the other try a thing, but you know say enough of the labor they know that they talk from one another. So comes the man homestead man that one a war on a time. You know so homestead like unity. I don't know don't they set up now, but not so homestead was unity. And then all that they talk from other man. But clans bigger by far. Cause you know, clans have top banks, March Pen, Africa and March Pen are basically the same place. So top banks, March Pen, Africa. Them have De La Vega, them have Jones Avenue, them have Lakes Pen, Okra Lane, Lime Tree, Quarry Hill, Clifton, Elsha, part of Britain. Come back a Fishery and University are the same place, yeah. And they'll come back a Rivoli, Bucktown. They never look at one lane up on a garden pen there, that I part one near to Ensom. None of them still control it so. Now people don't know Okabi, you have Okabi same way. Clansville part of Walks Road, you have Fraser Content that I run what you call Winter Pen side run so. Or you can drive Ebonyville and go there so. Then them have Larry Stand, them have majority of Thompson Pen, Child Lights, Gravel Lights. Again. Waterford. Them have golf over Gregory Park. You know golf from Blacks them and Jackie them days. So you know say my boy, when you again no control over there. I'm trying to name without foreign. Anyway, you have golf, Chargy. You know the Chargy is a part of Rivali man name, is a part of Tallest and home for them. So Chargy had a long time thing. It's a long time Chargy badness in I think. Yeah man, you know them have links out I know. You know them have Clarendon. You know them have Sandy Bay, they don't have links on Sandy Bay. You know some don't have Sandy Bay. Them have more place now, Clarendon I know. Them have links Savlamar, they're in Westmoreland. They have a local ends at Chilani. Whereas in the music, go down to go chill out more time too. So I'm say them thing extend. You know say you have them thing extend as me say. You know say links to that Park Lane as well. The links they don't they have a links to the south side so. You know that know the links is costed on Telaville. You know Clansman link to Telaville man them. And they have a next links Park Lane, we call Park Lane already. And Fiki them ends so across from Park Lane. So them thing never normal man. Clans extend all over the country. So everywhere you think of then go. I remember you have my boy up at St. Thomas too. I think them boy them dead out at St. Thomas still. No, them dead at St. Thomas. But the comparison between each gang, clans have majority. When it comes to extortion and everything, clans have majority. Because clans just got taxi man and something there. And wholesale, clans go hard. Even Cayman's Park, you have Jackie over there with pay extortion in a Cayman's Park. The plaza over there in front, Taste is there so. Across from the owner for the plaza is dead. and black man will take over the plaza there. So termite will control the plaza there. So part of the plaza at them control it, and then give must the person they own it family part, but them control majority of the plaza there in front of Tasties. You look exactly look after the parts is right. So on plaza, the crossroad, so them control the plaza. So them have many ways to call it extortion. So not just boss and tax and wholesale and collect extortion from. Because if a site I go on and control the site, you the site thing goes in, you go to the contractor who responds to the site or the owner, you tell them say, oh, you can't kill them on that place, you can't kill like 2 mason and 2 labor from when I come from the area. Boom, you get the rest of mason, you get the rest of labor of them. That man don't pay them, that man pay you as the done. You as the done now pay them as the worker. So you, if them say, you say you pay them $1,500 a hour, them cut it down and say we pay 1,000 or less, whatever they want to do it. So basically, when them pay you now, you still have to go back and give them a money with a year money when they already cut short. So the extortion coming on many farms, and not just the taxi and the wholesale, as I tell you. Many places I call it extortion money from.
So yes, obviously one other is also a large gang and should be dismantled.
Yes, it's a specific reason why, we had played, a very lengthy part of, this video, so that, we can break it down to our loyal viewers and subscribers, especially the ones who are on Patreon that ask us to break it down. So we're obliging, and I can tell you that this is taking hours. Yes, it's a lot of work, to going over and listen and, you understand, taking notes and then, to dissect it and then to explain it to you so that you can understand what he says. So overall, Sir P's description highlight the hierarchical nature of gang structure in Jamaica and the unequal power distribution and influence among rival factions. It underscores the challenges law enforcement faces in addressing entrenched criminal networks and need for targeted strategies to dismantle these organizations effectively. So you have to understand that the reason why these gangs operate, they're not operating in a vacuum, but that they have power structure and they have people who are politically connected that are their backers, because these men commit crimes on behalf of these people, like the way that they kill Douglas Chambers. So, Sir P's statements underscore the gravity of the internal conflicts within the Clansman gang, result in widespread violence and devastation in Spanish Town. The description of Clansman versus Clansman warfare paints a grim picture of the immense power and influence wielded by the gang within the community. So that shows the destruction and the devastation that the Clansman gang create in a Spanish Town. What the one other gang is baby compared to them. So to show you, that's why we tell you the PNP is a criminal organization. One God's earth, you have a gang that has grown to this magnitude where the people's lives. No man, hey, honestly, I see me, listening to, may I tell us, listen to the gravity of what is happening in a Spanish Town with this Clansman gang. No man, I preemptive strike the police, them have to use, them have to take back. You understand? And that's why we say right now, one of them have no interest in that the PNP criminal organization, and the other one I pretend them have to do something about this. Because when I was growing up, these things were unheard of. As I said before, in the bus park at Spanish Town, you used to have this, loader man. Nobody weren't extorting anyone, and you understand, the bus man would feel like, give them money, and that's how it used to work. You understand? So, it's just sad. So the fact that the internal disputes within the Clansman gang could bring Spanish Town to its knees, resulting in casualty akin to mosquitoes dropping, highlight the magnitude of the gang impact on the local population. So when you hear the PNP criminal organization, I tell you about one other, that is comparing apple to oranges. You understand? They are not the same. It's just that one other they had to find some way to protect their community. So that's why they have to form a gang. Because when I was, there was no gang there before. But the PNP always have gangs. Always create criminals and breed them like chinks. So this internal strife underscore the volatile and dangerous nature of gang dynamics, where power struggles and rivalry can lead to catastrophic consequences for innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. So them, boy, I tell you, these people from the Clansman gang, them unleash terror on the people of Spanish Town. So Sir P's characterization of Clansman versus Clansman conflict as the most significant war in Spanish Town emphasizes the scale and intensity of the violence perpetrated by the gang against its members. So it serves as a stark reminder of the destructive nature of organized crime and the urgent need for effective measures to address gang-related violence and instability in affected communities. Them have to deal with preemptive strike and take them out. The Prime Minister have to address the country and let the people them know what the people in these PNP criminal organization communities are up against, and the business people. One God's earth, you have your business and you have to pay man to make you live, and you have pay taxes. How is that? We're supposed to have a law in Jamaica. Yeah, I suppose we're supposed to have a law in Jamaica. If someone is extorting you, that is what you call that's a threat against your life. So you can't kill them. Once you have the record and for sure so them are extorted, you just kill them, then after you have the gun. That was said, just kill them. So the work TV say, come on, but he wasn't harming anyone. No man. Extortion is and then come for extort you. You can't killing them, that is self-defense. Yes, so the business people them. So you make sure you have a business, I'll make sure 2 or 3 of you in a business where you have gun. Yeah, you understand? That's how you have to operate it. And put these people, send them straight to the departure lounge. How would this happen in our country? That was once a peaceful place. We had violence, but not to this magnitude, where people's lives are taken over by these parasites from the PNP criminal organization faction. That's all. Even these boys, they were so brazen that them shoot up all police station at Spanish Town and no one paid for their crimes by sending them to the departure lounge. Nah, man. Something needs to be done about them. You understand? So overall, Sir P's statement shed lights on the internal dynamics of the Clansman gang and the devastating toll of gang warfare on Spanish Town and its residents. It underscores the importance of addressing the root cause of gang violence and implementing strategies to dismantle criminal organization and restore peace and security to communities ravaged by gang activities. So the thing is that, say you have a thing where you call police with consent. Yeah, man. The criminal have to know, say, hey, look, you can't stay so like a parasite from our citizens, So this is a way Prime Minister, but him not even address the nation and make the people them feel like they're a part of the crime fighting method. Address the nation and make them know, the problem, the challenges that people are facing in our country. So when him being silent and him not communicate with the people, and because he's not communicating with the people don't know what the government is up to. And that's when you're a good communicator, you communicate with the people, you address them every week. The people them feel closer to you. So Sir P's description vividly portrays the immense power and influence of the Clansman gang within Spanish Town, particularly in comparison to rival gangs like one another. The assertion that the Clansman gang internal conflict could lead to widespread mayhem, death and destruction underscore the volatile and dangerous nature of gang dynamics. The depiction of Spanish Town resembling a ghost town when Clansman gang turn on itself highlights the devastating impact of internal dispute within the gang on the community. The fact that the gang internal strife could bring everyday life to a standstill underscore the far-reaching consequences of gang violence on innocent civilians. Sir P's comparison of the extortion areas controlled by one another and those controlled by Clansman underscore the stark power imbalance between the two gangs. The assertion that Clansman control more lucrative sectors like taxis and buses further emphasize the gang's dominance and control over critical aspects of daily life in Spanish Town. Overall, Sir P's depiction underscored the urgent need for effective measures to address gang-related violence and instability in Spanish Town and others affected communities. It highlights the importance of dismantling criminal organizations like the Clansman gang to restore peace, security and normalcy to communities ravaged by gang activity. How as a country we get this normalized of extortion, where people extort people for money, and because people afraid to lose them life. Because the PNP government and PJ Patterson and Peter Phillips, they allow the business district and the people them to feel it, lose them life. Yes, some people have to just pack up and just left Jamaica from Spanish Town because the government weren't protecting the people and allowed their parasites, their chinks, to spread them wings. So finally we kind of see a little light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, but we need the government need to address the nation and talk about it. Because that's also what Siaga was very good at when he communicate with people. You understand? When he tell people say just one down there and them get that. So Sir P's explanation shed light on the origin of anti-gang legislation in Jamaica and the role of individuals' efforts in combating gang violence. The assertion that the anti-gang legislation was not solely the result of government initiatives but instead driven by the actions of individuals like C4 highlights the importance of grassroots efforts in addressing organized crime. So the reason why the anti-gang work in the black man them in the Clansman trial with Andre Blackman and the others is because C4, it has nothing to do with the government. He's the, you understand? He's the one that just went in our police station and just tell them, say him have internal information in which him can be a witness, tired of the killing, robbery, all kind of thing. So him conscience start to bite him. So the narrative that Andre Blackman Bryant's anti-gang effort was propelled by the corporation of C4, a former gang member, who had suffered personal loss, underscore the significance of personal motivations in driving change. It suggests that individuals who have experienced the devastating effects of gang violence firsthand can play a pivotal role in advocating for and implementing measures to combat it. So in this community, what has happened now? Criminality has been normalized, in which you kill people and the women them gravitate to you, and everyone in the community see no evil, hear no evil. So here's a man who's apartheid, and I'm just tired of it. These people they live in abject poverty. I'm gonna go deny that. Most of them, we're telling them lazy, women and them children lazy. Them kids go to school, them just go to school on one bench for eat lunch and break, and then come home and then ramp, them not read, them lazy, and who them look up to is the person who is the done in our community. So all of them aspire for one to be done, for create mayhem, destruction, and ravage the community. They don't want to build it, and the mother don't encourage them and tell them, look, you need to take up a book, because if you do not do that, you're going to live right here when you get older, and you're going to end up, if you're not in education, you're going to end up in a prison and you're going to dead. Most of them, they say, well, if I say you go, I say you go. Because they want to be like a termite, they want to be like a teshamina, because people afraid of them. But they're not seeing the devastation around them. Them family begin killed, and being a criminal cannot be a nice life. Because remember, the gun that you have is illegal. So when you don't have your gun on you, they always have to look where you have to run, and them can't run with gunshot. And that's how most of them did. The average age for a gunman in Jamaica is 25. Yeah, we are telling that. So Sir P's account challenges the perception that government actions alone are responsible for addressing gang-related violence, and emphasizes the importance of community involvement and individual initiatives. It suggests that effective anti-gang strategy must involve collaboration between law enforcement agencies, government institutions, and community members directly affected by gang activities. So most of the people that are living in these depressed community, most of these people, they're not seeing people who are role models, are positive people. They don't look up to these people. They look up to the corrows and the people that will create mayhem and destruction to other people's life. These are the people that look up to, destructive elements, corrows and corrobunkers, not positive people. People like the kid who are living in the community that attending St. Diego High School or KC and come home and study. Them see them as idiots. Fool boy that man. Yeah, so them go and play football or cricket, and then them talk about say, oh boy, and them see a girl, and because I don't have that, yeah man, anytime you get big, I want a girl like that I want. And they're not looking at, say look, at two places you're going to end up. You're going to end up in a departure long or prison. And you're going to end up in a prison with other men. And when you go to prison, it's a different fight that. And if you can't fight physically, you're going to lose your innocence, as well to Omar Anderson. You understand? So overall, Sir P explanation highlights the complex interplay of factors involved in addressing gang violence in Jamaica, and underscore the need for a comprehensive approach that harness the efforts of both government and grassroots actors. It emphasized the importance of recognizing and supporting the contributions of individuals like C4 committed to combating organized crime and promoting safety and security in their communities. Sir P account underscores limitations of government-led initiatives in addressing gang violence and the pivotal role played by individuals like C4 in driving change. The narrative challenges the notion that successful anti-gang operations are solely the result of government strategies and intervention. The description of C4's initiative to approach the police and offer his assistance in dismantling the gang, despite initial skepticism and ridicule from law enforcement officers, highlight the importance of grassroots efforts and community engagement in combating organized crime. Effective anti-gang strategies must involve collaboration between law enforcement agencies and individuals with first-hand knowledge and experience of gang dynamics. Sir P's portrayal of C4's actions as a catalyst for progress in dismantling gang contrasts with the perception of government-led operation as the primary driver of change. It underscored the need for greater recognition of the contribution of individuals like C4, who are willing to take personal risk and challenges the status quo to address gang-related violence in their communities. Overall, Sir P's account emphasizes the importance of acknowledging individual agencies and initiative in addressing complex social problems like gang violence. It underscores the need for collaborative approaches that actively empower community members to promote safety and security in their neighborhoods. Sir P questioning the motives behind police actions and government operations highlight the skepticism and doubt surrounding effort to combat gang violence in Jamaica. His assertion that police may have been unfairly targeting the Clansman gang while neglecting other criminal organizations raise essential questions about the impartiality and effectiveness of law enforcement efforts. The suggestion that government involvement in anti-gang operation may be politically motivated underscore concerns about the integrity and transparency of such initiatives. Sir P's argument that if the government were indeed behind the operation, it would take care of its witnesses, highlight the need for accountability and protection for those who come forward to assist in combating organized crime. So what he's saying, if this operation to take down Clansman gang was a political motivating factor for the government, the witness wouldn't have the problem. The government will take care of them because it's a labor rights operation. But that is not so. But that's how the PNP criminal organization police them think they are criminals. Not because they're in a uniform and they are law enforcement officers. These people are criminals. Criminal-minded, criminal enablers, supporters, and benefactors of crime. I'm telling you. So by questioning the treatment of witnesses and the motives behind the government's actions, Sir P challenges the narrative that portray anti-gang operation as purely altruistic or driven solely by the desire to uphold the rule of law. Instead, he suggests that the political considerations and other factors may influence the prioritization of certain gangs over others, raising doubts about the fairness and impartiality of law enforcement efforts. Sir P's skepticism underscored the need for transparency, accountability and integrity in anti-gang initiative. It also reminds us of the importance of addressing systemic issues within law enforcement and government institutions to ensure the efforts to combat gang violence are effective, impartial and just. So Sir P inquiry into the treatment of witnesses under the GLP government underscore concerns about the safety and well-being of individuals who come forward to assist in combating organized crime. The reference to the experience of individuals like C4 and the banker suggests a lack of adequate protection or support for witnesses who risk their lives to cooperate with law enforcement authorities. So basically these people risk them life, and in the long run they have nothing to show for it. The government now help them understand. So to these PNP criminal organization police officers who are complaining to them, one of them journalist friend for write against the government and against the police department that they're just targeting PNP. It's nothing but just madness. The suggestion that specific details cannot be disclosed due to their sensitivity hints at the complexities and challenges involved in addressing gang violence and prosecuting criminal organizations. Sir P's assertion that understanding the full magnitude of what occurs may require further examination and reflections underscores the nuanced nature of this issue. So the reason why them not tell you the things that were behind the case and everything is that it's because of the sensitivity. They don't want to make it public, so they might think about other people. So overall, Sir P commentary highlights the need for greater attention to the safety and protection of witnesses in anti-gang operations. It raises crucial questions about the responsibilities of government authorities to ensure the security and well-being of those who assist in the fight against organized crime and underscore the ongoing challenges and complexities involved in addressing gang-related violence in Jamaica. Sir P's account shed light on the challenges and tension that can arise between law enforcement officials and politicians in efforts to combat organized crime. The reference to clashes between senior police officers and politicians over dismantling gangs underscores the complexities of navigating the intersections between law enforcement priorities and political interest. The metaphorical depiction of an ocean between some members of the police force and politicians highlight the significant divide and lack of alignment between these two groups. This disconnect suggests that differing agendas and perspectives may hinder effective collaboration and coordination in addressing gang-related violence. Sir P's assertion that the government treatment of witnesses angered police officers underscores the importance of safeguarding the rights and well-being of individuals who assist in criminal investigations. So you know that the police them vex or the government deal with the witnesses them. The suggestion that the government action may have fallen short raises essential questions about accountability and responsibility in ensuring justice and fairness for all involved parties. Overall, Sir P's commentary underscores the complexities and challenges inherent in addressing organized crime and gang violence. It highlights the need for greater collaboration, transparency and accountability between law enforcement agencies and government authorities to combat criminal organizations and effectively uphold the rule of law. Sir P's rhetorical questions challenge the notion that government actions aimed at dismantling the Clansman gang are solely motivated by the desire to combat organized crime. So I say now, nothing to do with the politics, there's crime they want to deal with. He raises doubts about the underlying motivations and intentions behind anti-gang operations by questioning whether such efforts constitute a grand scheme orchestrated by the government to target specific criminal organizations affiliated with the opposition PNP criminal organization, which is not a political party. So the statement, where is the brain? It would help if you took it back from the PNP criminal organization is a pointed admonition to individuals who have uncritically accepted narrative or perspective aligning with the PNP criminal organization. It suggests that blind allegiance to a political party or ideology may cloud judgment and prevent one from critically evaluating the situation's complexities. So, just like how the PNP criminal organization supported them, I said, so what about Clansman? So that's why you're going to hear this, because them Hanover, them have no brain. The PNP criminal organization supporters, activists, and members of the Gaza Nation fan fraternity, they are all the same. Overall, Sir P's commentary challenges listeners to consider alternative perspectives and question the underlying motives behind government's actions and anti-gang initiative. It underscored the importance of independent thinking and critical analysis in navigating complex social and political issues. Sir P's assertion that the government abandoned individuals like Sir C4 and the banker underscore concerns about the lack of support and protection afforded to those cooperating with law enforcement effort to combat organized crime. By highlighting this on the Politics Watch channel, Sir P bring attention to the plight of witnesses and the whistleblower who may face retaliation or neglect despite their invaluable contribution to law enforcement efforts. The statement suggests that government authorities have failed to fulfill their so we have come to the end of part 2 of 4 of this expose that we went in depth to analyze and break it down for our loyal viewers and subscribers and members of the Patreon squad. And the reason why we have done this, why we have break it down, is to make sure that you understand. Although the video it said was like 20 something minutes, there was so much information in it that we could not just give you in 30 seconds, in 30 minutes, or just give you a sound bite. We have to go in depth for you to understand the magnitude, and I hope you grasp what is happening, because this is not what is happening. Is like this is an octopus that is extending its tentacles all over in Jamaica, and the government have to not only to take out these so-called people who are in leadership in this criminal organization, but to take out everyone. You have to set example, drive fear into the hearts of criminals. You cannot fight crime with sympathy. Period. So, have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.